Hello there. Welcome back to Weekly Tips and Tactics. It's a brand new year. It's 2022, and I cannot think of a better time than now to start focusing on being effective and doing what works. And I mean starting inside of yourself, the way that you are receiving the things that are happening in your environment, the way that you are showing up and presenting yourself, the way that you see yourself, just so many things. So first up is to start looking at how scattered and fragmented you are when you're operating. Because if we have 3 or 4 different things going on in here, or on our to-do list, we become fragmented, we become scattered, and it can be very derailing. And so if we start moving towards becoming one mindful and focusing on the task at hand and being very present, very focused on the now, we will be more efficient and or effective going forward. So I like to also suggest categories. If you're having a conversation and it's very broad or it's touching a lot of different places, maybe taking a pause and saying, "Oh, can we just focus on this part of whatever it is that we're talking about so that we can give it the attention that it needs and or deserves?" And there are just so many different ways of looking at this and approaching it. But it is so much more effective if we keep things smaller in the categories, in the present, in the now, also very flexible, bendable, and pliable. I find that a lot of us, especially those of us in a recovery journey, have found ourselves in this place of rigidity. And when we are so rigid all the time that we are just digging our heels in because we have this deep-seated need to be right all the time, to focus on what's wrong all the time, to focus on what's fair versus unfair, that we just don't allow ourselves that space to flourish because we're focusing on something very purposeful. Anyway, I could talk about this quite a bit and for a very long time, so I want to leave you in this space. Also, if you missed Mastering the Drop on Wednesday, I know that we had a very good conversation focused on this topic specifically. So, anyway, thank you very much for being here, and I will see you next week.